There's no time for an intro. I woke up late. It's new comic book day. Let's go. I have arrived, but I have not arrived at the comic book store. I have lied to you guys again. We are going to the comic book store today, but I'm going to Ollie's first. Because sometimes Ollie's has comic books. Sometimes they have some really good deals on some comics. And so I decided I'd stop by here. I haven't been in a minute. So we'll see what Ollie's has, and then we'll go to the comic book store. So I'll see you guys inside of Ollie's Good Stuff Cheap Bargain Bin Hunting. So just stumbled a little bit. That's really embarrassing. Juggling. I have no desire to learn how to juggle. I made it to the comic book store. I also went to Sonic. I got a little pretzel twist. If you guys haven't had a pretzel twist from Sonic, you should get one. They're really good. I probably shouldn't eat this while I talk. That's probably annoying. I did end up getting that Hulk trade from Ollie's. It's Ryan Otley art. I have no clue who this writer is. Donnie Cates. I actually did know that based off of the last name. I remember this coming out, but I didn't get it. But Ryan Otley is a really good artist. He did the art on like the second half of Invincible. Well, not really the second half, like the last 3/4 of Invincible. He did the art for that. And then he did the art for Nick Spencer's Spider-Man run. And I just really like his art, man. He's a good artist. So I picked that up. And then for today, I forgot what's coming out. I know Bug Wars is coming out, which has been really, really, really good. As well as The Ultimates. That's coming out as well. The Ultimate Universe Avengers team. The Ultimates is what they're called. I said Ultimate so many times. As well as there's an Absolute this week, but I don't know what it is. It's either Flash or Martian Manhunter. If it's Martian Manhunter, I'm gonna be overjoyed. I'm gonna be over the moon with excitement. But if it's Flash, I'm gonna just be excited. And Zatanna. Zatanna comes out this week too. So I'm gonna finish eating this and then I will go inside. Thank you. There's a lady out or parked right in front of me who's looking at me all weird. So anyways, sorry that the camera was so greasy. I must have grease on my fingers from the pretzel. Guys, tragedy has struck twice. Not only was there grease on the camera from the pretzel, but there's a cut in the bottom of my cup, and now my cup holder is full of sweet tea, and I can't even drink it. Could today get any worse? And great. Now there's sweet tea all over my shirt, and on my pants. It looks like I peed myself. This is so embarrassing. Everybody's gonna laugh at me whenever I go inside of the store. They really are. I just want y'all to know, I went in the comic book store and I absolutely killed the small talk game. There's another dude in there and like If y'all could have heard how casually and small we were talking, it wasn't large talk, y'all. It was small talk, minute talk, and I was on one. Wish you guys could have seen that. Anyways, they still don't have Marvel books here, which I don't know what that's about, but it was absolute Flash today, not absolute Martian Manhunter, which is, I mean, that's fine. I like Absolute Martian Manhunter is my favorite Absolute title, but they're all freaking amazing, so Absolute Flash is still a great pickup. And this right here, y'all, Bug Wars. This, I heard recently that this was supposed to be a limited series, and I don't know what's up with that, but if they make this like only 7 issues, I'm gonna freak out. I didn't turn my car on all the way, I realized. If they don't make Bug Wars ongoing title, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna flip my lid. I'm gonna I don't know, but I'm gonna be upset because it's been really good. It's a lot of fun, man. The world building in it has been a lot of fun. And of course, Zatanna #4. Y'all, I love me some Zatanna. I don't know what it is. I'm not usually somebody who's a big fan of like magic users, but I think Zatanna is really cool. It's probably from Young Justice. I watched Young Justice as a kid, and Zatanna was in it, and I thought she was cool. So that's probably why I like Nightwing, Zatanna, and low-key sometimes, but not all the time, Aqualad, or whatever you want to call him. I have a love-hate relationship with him. And I also ended up getting this Epitaphs from the Abyss. I know it's an anthology series. I love an anthology series. And I've been getting more into like horror and like weird comics. So I bought one of these maybe 2-3 months ago, and I liked it. So they didn't have any of my Marvel books, so I was like, I'll just pick this up to kind of pad out what I got to read this week. So that was this store. I'm gonna go to the other store and see if I can pick up what's its face, the Ultimates. I really want to read the Ultimates. I think that is Dennis Camp. I believe it's Dennis Camp writing the Ultimates, and he's been writing his butt off. So I'm gonna go see if I can find that. And also this week, I just remembered whenever I went into the store and I saw on League of Comic Geeks, the app, that's where I get, who cares? I saw on an app that the TING #1 is coming out, and if you know anything about Marvel Rivals, then you know that TING is the #1 tank, and I want to read the sorry, I had to compose myself. I thought that was way funnier than it was. But yeah, the Thing's got a solo series going on. I think it's a limited series. I might pick up issue #1. But yeah, it's gonna be a summer Fantastic Four, so I'm trying to catch all that. Fantastic Four has always been a blind spot for me. So yeah, let's go pick up that TING #1. And you know, I put on this raincoat because it's like slightly raining, but every time I put on the raincoat, it stops raining. And every time I take off the raincoat, it starts like drizzling. So what's up with that? Can we get a patch on that or something? Why does it look like I'm like in a void? There we go. But I got the comic books. All right, I did in fact get just a few comics. You know, not everything that was supposed to come out today. I'm gonna wait for everything that I didn't get today to come to my my comic book store where I have my pull list. I'm gonna wait for like a few things to go there, just so that way I'm not buying everything twice, because that's not financially responsible. You know what I just thought about? Why Why has there not been any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? What's up with that? I just thought about that. I'm gonna have to look that up. Ended up getting 4 comics. I did in fact find the Ultimates. I'll buy this twice. I don't care. The Ultimates has been so good. It has just been, every issue has been action-packed and suspenseful. Except for the Thor one with the poetry. A lot of people really like that one. It wasn't for me. Maybe it was just because I read it whenever I was really tired, but that issue was not for me. But everything else from the series has been 4.5 to 5 stars out of 5 every single time. And of course, we got that TING #1, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be reading this. I know nothing about it, man. The world's greatest clobbering magazine. So, excuse me, clobberin. It's clobberin time, ladies and gentlemen. Then next, does that say Guggenheim? Who is this? Guggenheim. Whoever the writer on this is, their last name is Guggenheim. And that's a fun word to say. Got Spider-Man and Wolverine. I found out that this is an ongoing. I thought this was going to be a limited series, but it is in fact not. Spider-Man and Wolverine, 2 of my favorite Marvel characters, are getting their own series together. I always like how Spider-Man and Wolverine play off of each other. And it's got a Carrie Andrews cover, which I don't know how I feel about Carrie Andrews' art. It's very divisive for me. Sometimes I really, really, really like it. Sometimes it's not for me. And this specific cover, I don't know how I feel, y'all. I like it and I don't like it. But who cares what I like? I guess some people do. I'd like to think some people care about my opinions on things. And last but not least, we got the final issue of this Daredevil Unleash Heck. There will be no cursing on this channel. Daredevil Unleash Heck #5, Red Band. That's been a good little series. It started off really hot. I was really intrigued, and then they by like issue 3, maybe halfway through, it just kind of got weird to me. It wasn't for me. But that's the comic haul for today. That is, let's see if I can get everything out. This is everything that I bought today in reference to comics. This is the stat for the day. A little bit we got a trade, and of course, some single issues for this specific new comic book day. Guys, let's head home. Let's talk about what I read last week. So, let's do that. We have made it back home, trying out a little different camera angle because my tripod is still very broken and this is the only angle that it would stand up. So that's why we're doing that. Of course, we still got the same haul as before, as I showed in the car many and many times. But that's not what this segment is about. We need to, and on the way home, everyone, I ended up buying these right here, 2 Pokemon card tins. If you know anything about the state of the world right now, you know, this is a weird camera angle, I'm not sure I like it. You would know that Pokemon cards are for some reason rarer than, I don't know, something that's really rare. A lot of people want them. A lot of people are scalpers. They're just trying to take up on the market. So every once in a while, you know, I just go check. I really like Pokemon. I always have. I used to play the Pokemon card game. Not as much as I do. Not as much. I haven't played it in a while. What am I trying to say? But I use Pokemon cards as bookmarks. Oops. It's a little fun thing that you can do. I use Pokemon cards as bookmarks. They're really useful in that way, like lower level ones, especially since I don't play anymore. But every once in a while, I get my hands on a pack and I open them up. And I found these tins and I was like, I'm gonna just buy 2 tins. And I'm gonna buy 2 tins and I'll just open a Pokemon card pack in every video from here on out for as long as I can, as long as I can keep it up, as long as I can find them. So let's just open one up real quick. We had the Darkrai promo card. Let's see, what kind of packs did we even get in this tin, ladies and gentlemen? We got some Paradox Rift, Obsidian Flame, and Scarlet and Violet. Let's do this Paradox Rift. This will be the pack that we're opening later. But again, that's not what this, goodness, segment of the video is about. This segment of the video is about everything that I read last week. Also, before we get into what I read last week, here's some other random stuff that I bought that I want to show you guys. I bought this Control CD at Barnes & Noble's, as well as this Wings Wildlife by Paul and Linda McCartney. They have one of my favorite albums of all time, Ram, by Paul and Linda McCartney. But I can never find it on CD, and that's like a close second. And then I found these at Target. These comic books at Target. They had comic books at Target, and they were a good price. And I was like, you know what? I'll pick them up, man, because if me picking up this random Target, if me buying comics at Target makes the store have more comics, I would buy all my comics from Target. Because it's a really accessible place, and I've realized that that's part of the reason why a lot of people don't buy comic books, is that not only are they hard to get into with how crazy the stories are, but they're also not accessible. Like, not everybody has a comic book store near them. So if we can get comics into Target, I think that would be great. I think more people will read comics, and then I would have a larger audience. No, that's not the only reason why, but I think that would really help. Anyways, finally, what the point of this segment of the video was for, here is what I read in the past week, everyone. We're gonna start this off. I finished this last night. This is Vinland Saga, book 4. It's the end of the prologue. Vinland Saga is amazing. This, I had watched the first season of the anime, and I went back and read everything, and reading it is 10 times better. Just the way that whenever watching it, I couldn't really understand all the different like parts of the war, how all the pieces were moving, but reading it really made it make sense. And Thorfinn's growth in the first 4 books alone, he grows so much more through the series, so I've been told. I haven't finished it, but in these first 4 books, you learn so much about Thorfinn, and you can see the trajectory he's on, and it's really, really, really good. One World Under Doom, it was okay. It was alright. Dormammu was cool. Doom did the I Did Not Come to Bargain. That was pretty fun. I like that. Ultimate Wolverine, I remember this issue. This one was funny to me because it was like an evil Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning fighting each other. So that was a funny issue to me for that reason. Then we got Psylocke number 7. It was okay. It was alright. I like Psylocke. I like this miniseries, or not miniseries, it's an ongoing. I like it, but it's just like middle of the road for me. I'm gonna still keep on picking it up because I don't know why. I could drop this actually. I might, who knows? Then, what an absolute beautiful piece of media by Daniel Warren freaking Johnson. Transformers it's amazing. Megatron is the scariest thing ever, probably. He's the most intimidating guy that I've ever seen in anything ever. I'm lying, but he's really good, and Daniel Warren Johnson has great characterization of all the different Transformers that everybody already knows. And I like the way that he's making Optimus not like super pure. Like, Optimus kind of has this, like, I don't know how to describe it. He's kind of got like this, I guess you could say, edge to him, but that's kind of lame. He's just deeper than I thought that he would be. You can tell that he's a multifaceted character versus Megatron just being evil and Optimus just being good. They're kind of more of a yin and yang, where they have some of each part within them, and you can kind of see that being set up already. Absolute Batman number 8. This was a good issue. Absolute Batman is just such a dog. Like, I don't know how else to describe it, man. And Absolute Mr. Freeze is so freaky. He's so gangly and weird. I don't like him, but that's great. And then the thing that I spent the most time reading last week, and the thing that I'm so happy that I did read, 8 billion genies. This, y'all, this is a great comic book. I don't know how what I'll say about 8 billion genies is that it does a perfect job of towing the line between hilarious and super deep. Like, the book will hit you with something that's really deep, and you have to like you're reading it and you stop and you think about it and you're like, wow, like that's deep, I get that. And then you flip the page and the next one, like you stop, you read it and you stop because you're laughing, because it's genuinely a funny book. And it's just got a great idea, and the story is a great idea. The idea that everybody gets a genie with one wish, you can do so much with it, and they do in fact do so much with it. So that's it for what I read last week, I think. I don't think that's everything, but that's everything that I had in that pile right there. So let's open up this Pokemon cards. These Pokemon cards, why don't we? Who's with me? Come on with me. Okay, I figured this might be a cool angle to do the Pokemon card opening. We'll see how this goes. I have no clue how many it is from the back that I'm supposed to. Oh my gosh, I'm so weak. I need to drink some Soylent or something. I can't even get these Pokemon cards open. There we go. I have no clue how many it is from the back that I'm supposed to take out, so that way we can have the cool reveal. So let's just guess. I'm gonna guess 2. Okay, I think that wasn't a bad idea. Let's just hope that was good. Okay, but yeah, I'm a huge Pokemon fan. I'm always wearing this bracelet. These are the first 8 gym badges from Pokemon. I'm a super huge Pokemon fan, and I wish that I could buy Pokemon cards more often, because even though I don't play now, they're just cool, man. I like collecting stuff, and I like collecting stuff that I like. Magby, don't care. Vanillite, don't care. Oricorio, do not care. Simisear, overhated Pokemon, still don't care. Crobat, underrated Pokemon. I have no clue who this is. I also haven't played a Pokemon game since Gen 7, I think. So not that long ago, but the games are sadly in an unplayable state. Techno Radar, that was my nickname back in the day. Let's see. Is that the last one? I think it is. Absol. Hollow. Not even hollow. I never understood the terms of that. Maybe this is the last one. Maybe it's only one from the back. Zekrom. Zekrom is the GOAT of Gen 5, I believe is what generation that is. It's been a while. I don't play Pokemon as much as I used to. But anyways, yeah, that'll be this little fun little segment. Maybe that wasn't fun. Maybe I'll never do that again. I probably will. That's all I got for you guys. You got to come with me to the comic book store, man. That's what I'm here to do for y'all. That's really it, man. I covered everything that I wanted. That's not it, because you'll never guess what, y'all. There is a chance that I'm gonna go play basketball here in, what time is it? I don't have a clock in my room, it's on my phone. Here in an hour and a half to 2 hours, I'm supposed to be out there. So if I go do that, I'm gonna put it in the video right now. And if I don't, man, thank you guys so much for watching. It was another semi-successful new comic book day, but everything I do is semi-successful, so why would this be any different, you know? Thank you for watching. That was a little joke. That kind of sounded sad. We don't have to get into it. That's it for this video, man. Thank you guys for watching. If I'm gonna go play basketball, you're gonna see it right now, and if not, thank you, I love you. Bye.